Not far east from the unmistakable buildings of the nation's capital. We've got a building that's also unmistakable in sight, but bears a new name. Welcome to Northwest Stadium here in Landover, Maryland. Today, we see who's better in the NFC between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. For some, the final chapter of the season. For others, a final week before the playoffs. And we're off in Week 18. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Ready?
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Go! 60 by 6. Ready?
Daniel's going to throw to get us started. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for second down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with second down.
Ready? Take up.
Thrown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
Kate, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here.
Let's go now.
3rd and long for him here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Ready?
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Completed to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Ready, set.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set. Ready?
Handoff now out of the gun. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Manages a gain of 3 there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
It's first downs like that, Kate, just with the toughness of these receivers, and I can't help but think about some old school dudes. These playbooks have evolved so much in the NFL. Can you imagine some of the physical receivers back in the day and how badly they would have loved to play in the systems like this that just find a way time and again to put the ball in their hands?
Into traffic, complete! And they limit the damage after the catch, but the catch itself does get them to the opposing 43. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down. They sure are moving in early, Brock. Here's a new set of downs at the opposing 43.
Set.
On first down, they'll run. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 18 Cardinal, 18. Ready, right?
From the gun, it's Daniels. That's complete. Co-commit. And he's taken down at the 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense sure is marching to begin this game. Here's a first down from the 30.
Ready. Hop. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, Brock, even with it being possibly the most popular route for teams to go to, sometimes you get it on the slant, you find yourself in the gap to turn it into much more, including what we just saw, 6 points.
All this time on task between you and I together, why do you think it's the most popular route?
Easy for the QB?
Yeah, I mean, short distance, easy for the QB, and it's also great versus man or zone. There really is not a defense that you can employ out there when you execute it right and you execute it on time. The big plays, and sometimes like this, touchdowns will follow.
Xavier Gibson now to return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Gonna be second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
60 Eagles.
They've got a man in motion. Second down pass play coming. This one falls incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Here's the handoff. And they're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master, seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Throwing now on first down. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And he's able to get this down to the 36. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is first and 10 at the 36. Pass play coming here. Finds him over the middle. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a first and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and goal, they're hoping for an opening drive touchdown. They're going to run with Barkley. And And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
SOS. You hear me talk about it between the 20s a lot. Stay on schedule. But it comes into play first and goal situations too, because a run like that now, well, leaves that whole playbook wide open for you.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Throwing now out of the shotgun. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish off their opening drive. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Fielded at the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes first and 10.
Get it.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Well, he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Only took him one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Daniels on first down. Completed over the middle. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Ready.
Now we're on the counter. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They have second and pretty long here. Now Daniels off the play action. Looking to his fullback now. He has room past the 25. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Mevis now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders break that tie and now lead by 7.
14, Eagles 7.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone. So the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line. It's an option right that begins this drive. Might want to leave that call in the old college game, Brock. We love seeing that, right? We both cover college, too, but probably a reason you don't see NFL offenses running that.
Yeah, the college kids are making some money these days, but not as much as these pros, and there's a reason that you protect that most important asset.
Yeah. All right, here we go. Second down. He's going to throw it. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
For big yards on the right side. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. It's a massive 35-yard pickup. First down.
At the 27-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Taps it off to Barkley, complete. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
You know, Kate, that really is one of the benefits that comes with experience. You'll feel it. Right? Look at the quarterback, never seeing the rush, never looking at the rush. Instead, eyes are downfield, and the big play follows.
Here we go, here we go. Liking 18.
Running for the marker on second. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here, and it's going to bring up third down. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. Third down.
Let's go now.
Looking now from the gun. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to third and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was third and manageable and incomplete.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Escapes the defender. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves.
Blown back, gets the handoff. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Daniels. Looking right, and he finds him. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that, it was all him, turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Ready, set.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. 70 Lions. Hut, hut.
Hand off to the back. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Daniels from the pistol. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Washington 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Daniels going to keep it. Only able to get back to the line on that 1st down play, so no gain.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Ready. Cowboy 80. Let go.
Play action now with Daniels. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders now lead by 10.
First thing you do as a quarterback, the first thing that you do when you get to the NFL level, if you haven't learned it earlier, is you scan those safeties. Do I got middle field open or close? Do I got a single high or 2 high? Is that post going to be available? Because if it is, big plays can follow.
Mevis now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive their lead to 11.
Commanders 21, Eagles 10. Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Mevis ready to send this one away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over it. That spot. So first down from the 41. Pass play now. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. They drop him with a big hit. At least he's able to hold on for the game, but boy, Brock, what a shot.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
They'll throw, third and long. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
Let's go now.
Throwing it again here. He's got Devontae Smith. And he works this to the 38 before going down. So it looks like it'll be 2nd and maybe a yard as we come back, Brock, from our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
1st down, Philadelphia.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Back to pass on 1st and 10. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And it sets up 2nd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
After the incompletion, still at that 31-yard line, 2nd and 10. They're going to try and throw it here. And this is going to be incomplete again. Defender knocks this one away. And brings up 3rd down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. The quarterback's fortunate. That was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. To the air on 3rd and long. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Now pitch it to Barkley. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. And he scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Eagles 17.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun.
Ready. Six.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Ooh, that one's nearly intercepted. The defense read that one perfectly. A poor choice to make that throw. 2nd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
So play number 1 almost ended this drive. Let's see what play number 2 has in store. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still 3rd down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9.
Washington calls it second timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
On the set.
3rd down, 1 yard to go.
Tag. Cougar 19. Let's go.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Complete beyond the marker. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Let's go.
Dose of the hurry up here.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Daniels sends this to the end zone. And it is knocked away. Shot to the end zone, answered there by a strong defensive effort. 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Thrown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Harrison Mevis to kick off.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Design bootleg here. Bails out of the pocket quick. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Third and long for him here. A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, a very minimal gain.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
Come on, set. Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. He's got it near the 8. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into first and goal.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
Got it. Ready?
Breaking the huddle. Here's first and goal.
Go! Ready?
Working inside the red zone. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for second down. Daniel's going to keep it. And the defense wins this rep. That's stopped at the line, and now they've got third and goal.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth cave, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Ready, set.
Now backed up to the 8, third and goal.
Ready, ready. Got it. Ready, ready.
Daniel's setting up the play action. And it's incomplete on third and goal. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, and let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
And this one had a brief chance, but not a good kick in the end. He misses it. And a 4-point lead, it shall remain.
Goal to go, and to come away with nothing. Zip, zilch, nothing. It's not all on him for missing the kick. He could shoulder the blame with the 11 other guys who couldn't find the end zone on first, second, or even third and goal.
First down, a run with Barkley. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Cade, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
Back to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
First and 10 now from the 46.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8. They're throwing it. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That's just simply one of those situations, Kate, where I think you and I got to tip our cap to the defense. Really took away everybody. There was no outlet, and only an incompletion could be had.
So after that prior incompletion, it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. Throwing the out route complete. A solid gain there, gets him across the 45 before he goes out. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps the drive moving.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
Trying to make it happen, but no luck. This goes backwards on first down. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And they're not going to give him an inch on this second down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
That's one right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. This one misses the tight end. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. The Eagles are in punt formation. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Ready.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
Ready. Ready.
Back-to-back carries here. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
Go. Liking 18.
Daniels back to throw. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And that sack brings the offense to 4th down.
A loss of 7. It's
The Commanders ready for the punt.
Ethan Evans in punt formation.
Has it at the 37. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
At their own 45-yard line.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They're going play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Ready up.
We've set it down from 37.
Here we go. Set. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
They'll run here on 1st down. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Did not like what he was seeing, Bronson. He's just going to hurl this one away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's another Eagles.
Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. From the red zone on 1st. Thinking touchdown here, but they cannot connect. So that's going to send them back to the line for 2nd and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone. And defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you've got a great chance to win.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 4th quarter lead. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Return coming from the 6. A decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Lofts it deep right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Second and 10, still at the 28.
Let's go.
Now Daniels to throw. Throw left side finds Burden. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
On 1st down, they'll run. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be 2nd down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Ready.
Now, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Daniels. Chased out to his right.
What a great play by the defense. Play breaks down, but that defense stays disciplined. Nobody loses control, and they end up stopping him for a loss.
Let's see what they went with. Third down.
Get it. Get it.
Daniels. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on third down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. Fourth down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He's got it at the 24. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. Now a give left side. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Toss play to Barkley. Now he's past the 25. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man, and you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season.
Ready up.
Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10.
Ready. At the 60. At the 60.
Plowing up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9 at the 18-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Hut, hut.
This time it's a passing play. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Number 86.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Shut up. Cowboy 80.
They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up 4th down.
No gain on
Like the final battle scene from a movie, Kate, 2 sides charging each other, and they beat right at that line. And they didn't have to drive backward, All they had to do was hold the line to go win that battle.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4.
Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he's caught. He's got Brown. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles make it a 9-point advantage. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate,
and that one is no good. Didn't even come very close to sneaking that one in, so leave that score as is. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Has this at the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He scampers ahead for about 4. It's 2nd down now.
Let's go.
Offense to the line fast.
At the 32-yard line. It's now 2nd and 6.
Play fake here. Daniels. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Daniels from the pistol. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Dive play straight ahead. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of
65.
brings up 2nd.
Throwing from the gun. Connecting on the slant. And they make the stop, I'm going to say, at about the 37-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Got it. Ready?
New set of downs from 37.
Get it. Ready.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Taking a chance to the end zone. And he scores. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders to cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th.
There are a couple different ways now. You can win on a fly route. You can just run right by somebody, or you can use that big body, try to win a one-on-one matchup. Whatever way you go about it, this is the type of upside this route can provide.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders cut the lead down to just 2. They knew what they had to do, Brock. They got the score and now need to pull off this onside kick. And the onside kick doesn't pan out. The Eagles make the recovery. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Right up the gut. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. So a timeout comes in. Looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Setting up to throw. Here's pressure, and he's going to be dropped. Well done by the Commanders' defense. Now, before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
Well, even the toughest in the league to catch could still be caught at times. It just takes a defense that's determined and relentless. And the real big key, when you get that split second, you got to take advantage of that opportunity. Defense just did.
And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. And something on the return, but not much, as it still ends inside the 20.
At their own 16-yard line.
All right, one more snap before the 2-minute warning.
Go!
Daniels now on first down. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Let's go!
To throw again on second down. Daniels. Short pass brought in. And he's going to get him all the way up near that 30-yard line, Brock. Knocked down a step or two shy of it.
On the set.
The time is there, but the timeouts are not. You've got to be smart. It's 1st and 10.
Pass. Let go.
He'll look to throw it. Caught in the comeback route. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Washington first down.
When you throw that comeback route versus zone, you have to see the underneath defenders. It's frankly easier, Kate, to throw it versus man-to-man. You know where everybody is. But in zone, you better trust your eyes underneath. And when you do, there's completions like that to be had.
The Commanders in the hurry-up. They're hustling for the line.
2nd and 10.
Ready, ready?
Here he is to throw. Trying to push deep downfield. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two. It could have gone the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Let's go now.
Here he is to throw. Ooh, missed that one, and he knew it. Put it behind his guy, and now it's 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
Ready?
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. He connects downfield. And he is in. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders jump in front late. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Point after by Mevis is good. And the Commanders jump in front now by 5.
Commanders 35, Eagles 30. Harrison Mevis to kick.
Mevis ready to send this one away. Starting from the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Might be time to reach in the bag of tricks on second down. 16 to go following the sack. Back to throw. Finds him over the middle. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
It's a gain of 15 yards and leads to third down.
Now to throw. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that leaves them with a decision to make on 4th and short.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
And connect for the first. Into the red zone. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A big spot for the Eagles now as they go for 2.
The Eagles will set up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And unable to connect on that throw, so they're still ahead. Now they just have to defend it over the final seconds here. So now a timeout for a player who's shaken up on that previous snap, and I think we can all agree not what any of us were hoping to see as we close out this regular season. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they face 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3, so chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
Escapes the pocket. Trying to push deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, Brock, the playoffs didn't materialize for them this year, but at least they were able to rally together here in the